Hi, this is Ohad from ThinkUp. We've got another idea validation example for you today. Remember, we want to help you build your startup more professionally in order to increase your chances of success. That begins with validating your idea. That means making sure your problem is real, your solution fits your target audience, your market is big enough, and you're developing something truly unique. We want to make sure you're on the right path to product market fit, creating something people will buy. We want to make sure you have the opportunity to create a big company and you're going to have long-term success. That's why we built ThinkUp. ThinkUp is an AI-powered SaaS solution to help you turn your ideas into market-ready ventures. We leverage startups' best practices and proven methodologies in order to help you build your startups more professionally and more effectively. Our platform is built out of modules, or steps as we like to call them. And each step correlates to a different pillar. So, for example, customer discovery and user research help you identify the problem, your end users, and making assumptions about the pains and needs, and then interview them and validate that they truly exist. Product concept and concept validation help you build your demo, your mock-up, interview your potential customers, and making sure you get the right feedback. Market overview helps you analyze the market, and competitive analysis help you understand your uniqueness and advantage. Let's go. So today's example draws inspiration from DreamRP, a recent participant of the YC batch. They are building an AI role-playing platform. They see themselves as a combination of Character NI and Patreon. Character NI is a marketplace for chatbots. Patreon is a place where creators can build and engage with their communities. It was a bit difficult for us to understand what exactly the problem that they're trying to solve from the marketing materials, but we're pretty much sure it's about creators having a problem to monetize their work. The solution again wasn't extremely clear. We suggest to provide a bit more details. But let's move on with that example, an AI role-playing platform. So we're going to use some screenshots in order to, since we have limited resources for the video, and in order to be a bit more efficient. As you can see here in these screenshots, the platform provides some AI suggestions. It uses the input from the onboarding process, the problem, the solution, the industry segments, and then it generates the prompts, personalized prompts in runtimes, and make some requests to the major Gen AI models and present some suggestions to the users. Here we can see we've got the gaming and community suggestions, which are less relevant, and the Gen AI industry segment, which could be more relevant, but it's still too wide. We're going to revert to the drop-down list of industry segments and choosing chatbot as the industry segment, which still contains a few more subsegments, customer service, e-commerce, etc. Only the entertainment subsegment is the one relevant for us. Now this is a two-sided marketplace of both creators and consumer. That's why we chose these two options. Let's start with customer discovery. We've mapped the main persona, the content creator, and his main pain is limited monetization opportunities. Next, the consumer persona with the main pain of the lack of clean AI in AI role-playing platforms. Moving on to market overview. So the platform offers a few market reports, and they all show a market TAM of over $25 billion, which is great. We still need to bear in mind that entertainment is just a sub-segment of that number, but even if it's just 10%, this could still be a big opportunity. Moving on to user research, this is where you go out and interview people. Obviously, we are not going to interview any potential customers, we're just going to simulate this. This is an example of what you should be seeing if you're working on a platform that pains and needs of that persona have been validated or invalidated. Moving on to product concept, we have defined a few value propositions to those personas, and this enables us to write a more overarching value proposition statement. There are more items and content and deliverables in the product concept step, which we'll not cover in this video. Moving on to competitive analysis, here are a few suggestions that the product provides us. Eventually we can see that there are 6 direct competitors and a few indirect competitors, the large language model players. So if we want to understand what's unique about them, it's the fact that they are targeting creators and trying to provide ethical AI. We're not sure about the business advantage here. It's probably the fact that they are first movers and the fact that they are YC backed. Moving on to the positioning map, we've got 2 axes. We can see the DreamRP are the top when it comes to monetized creations, and they're at the top also for receiving credit for work, but still other platforms provide value when it comes to receiving credit for work. Comparison table shows roughly the same information, but visually different. Finally, we have the competitive advantage statement. So the fact that they are first mover could help them build a two-sided marketplace with a strong network effect that will be hard to compete with. Also the fact that they are YC backed will give them access to the knowledge and network for a lifetime. Lastly, the team, 2 young entrepreneurs coming from big brands with mainly technical experience. So finally, we think that the problem should be a bit better defined. It has to be obviously validated, so as the solution. The market seems to be big enough, seems to have a unique value proposition and probably a few advantages, mainly first movers. And the main question we ask, do the team have the proper product and business experience, or should they add a third co-founder? That's it for DreamRP. If you have an idea and you want to build your startup, please sign up to the platform and start your journey.